Hi, it's Pank from HnO Paris, friends. I hope you're well, and today I want to talk about belief. One interesting thing about belief is that we are just focused on our belief, and we can observe that in our logical level, that belief and values can be very strong to create our own personality. What can be a real problem is that we have no flexibility with our belief. More we are in our belief and we want to feed it, more we are close to other reality. What is quite difficult is sometimes what is reality, because if we want to accept that our own belief can create in our own reality, it's our own reality. It's not the conventional reality, it's not the common one, it's our own reality. And it's difficult for people to understand that if I can believe in something, and that's the main point in NLP, hypnosis, and different reframe techniques. It's to change our way to believe about something and have a new paradigm with that and use it to have a better life or to change our way of being, thinking, doing stuff. So, the main problem with belief is it could be very nice and great for us if it give it to us good feedback, but it could be very problematic if we have, for example, some neurosis or psychopathologies. So at this moment we need to think, okay, my belief will change the reality of the world, the common reality of the world. Okay. If I have no problem with that and I can live my daily life nicely and I have inside myself happiness, joy, or whatever you want, if you are good with that, it's cool. The main problem is sometimes we want to stay in our belief or we can't open our belief because of spirituality, religion, family, nation, politics, whatever it is. And it's quite difficult to change our belief because at this moment we can be rejected first, but we can have a big problem with ourselves because we destructure ourselves. If we know our belief and value are quite close of our real personality, if I change that or I move that or I open that, I will create inside myself imbalance. I will find inside myself that, okay, right now I'm not sure about things. Or belief is one very nice thing for us because it creates a balance and we are not afraid about what can happen because all the time we can go back on our belief. And whatever is it, it's not about religion, it's about daily life, daily belief. So, one interesting way of thinking, or for therapists or people who help other one, or even us in our daily life, it's to understand that if we have belief, we are close to option. For me, a less believer, I don't say a non-believer, because I think everybody believes in something, and a lot of time we say they are believer and non-believer. But in fact, if we reframe, the non-believer believe in something and it's quite different from the believer. So he had a belief, but it's not the same. It's another belief. And even if he say I don't believe in anything, he believe in the way or not believe in anything. So it's always a less believer. He believe in less things, or he's more open to accept option in his own belief. And that's the point. Are you agree in politics, in religion, in your therapy, or whatever you create or live with since you are kids, to say to yourself, okay, perhaps it's not true. It is true for you. It's perhaps not true for the world. And I can open my mind and just play with option. So I don't stay in the straight way of my thinking, my belief, but I open some different aspects. At this moment, we can talk with people, we can have discussion. You can observe that in politics. It's always interesting. If people stay in straight in their line of belief of someone or a program or whatever, you can observe that you can't talk with them because they will use bias and a lot of rhetorics to show you that they're in their right way. And if you are in the opposite idea, you will just fight for your idea, for your belief. But in fact, and we know that religion war create that a lot. We can kill people for belief. And we don't care if it's true or not, because if you believe it's true, it's true. The main idea is, can I open my mind? Can I create some flexibilities inside myself to accept that my belief is just my belief and I succeed with this belief, but perhaps my belief is not your belief or people belief, and that's quite good. And if they explain to me their belief, I can accept that my belief is just my belief and not the belief. And at this moment, I can just take some aspect of his belief or change a little bit my belief. Even if I have some interesting feedback about my belief, perhaps I can create better way to use it, or I can open it because there are some options that I never thought about. Perhaps I'm stay straight in my idea and I never open to opportunities in my life because my belief just close it and blind me all the time. So it's very interesting to accept that if I create some flexibility in my belief, I can create in myself a lot of opportunities. But a lot of people dislike this idea because it will create, like I told you before, imbalance in our mind. Most believer you are, and most the main idea is must you believe and must you will have some feedback about your belief. And when you have some doubt, and a lot of time you will say, oh, now this stuff is not good for me because I not believe fully on that. I have a doubt, and doubt is awful. And you can observe that in politics, in religion, and so on. A lot of people say you don't need to doubt because it's evil, it's the other party, it's whatever you want. And the doubt, it's quite interesting to open our belief. But if we are less in our belief, a lot of time we think we are not good to have feedback about our belief because we doubt our in our belief. And that's an interesting point that we can work in coaching, therapy, and so on, because it's an equilibrium we need to find in flexibility of the mind, of thinking, of belief, and the stability about the main point or of belief. If you have some questions, just let me know. Like every day, take what is good for you. Take care. Bye-bye.